it seems like for years, you've put out releases talking about wanting to be part of the process with the league. It sounds like you guys are more than, happy to engage with conversation, just be part of a process and decision-making. This has been a narrative for years. And I'm just wondering what, I don't want to say level of frustration for you guys, but have you made any progress in the over these last 2 years to the point where, we're heading into another CBA negotiations. And I'm wondering what the vibe is heading into, will be a pretty important off season.
Jeff, it's a great question. And I think that our frustration at times has been quite public, internal, external in our conversations. And I think the message that we had with our board of player reps in our session this morning was is that when we didn't work as closely together in 2020, we all saw the results of that. And it was more collaborative in 21. And we need to work as we did in 21 moving forward. We have to work that way moving forward. And as Solomon said in his opening remarks, you will find a willing partner, as we've said all along, to act the way that we acted in 21, to find solutions, to grow the league, to make it stronger, sustainable. And we know that what happens in 2020 and before doesn't work. So I see this, and we talk as a group, we see this as an opportunity to change things and take the momentum that we have in 21, that we've created in 21, to get back onto the field, because the players, the association, and the leadership within our membership and player reps were instrumental in getting back onto the field this year. If we take that same collaborative approach, we are very confident we can find success moving forward. And we are coming with that solution-based focus as we have in the past number of years.
And I'll just add to this, great remarks, Brian, bang on. If the process goes, the way it went in 2021, this league will be prosperous. We'll find solutions because we both share the same interest, and that's growing the CFL. When the CFL grows, the players grow as well. But the process is similar to that of 2020. The frustrations will be loud, and we've had positive talks with Randy Ambrosi, and he's assured us that he wants us to be part of this process. So we want to make sure those words are put into action, and we're excited. We're excited for the future. We're excited when the CFL and Randy speaks of internal revenue sharing amongst themselves, amongst the owners. We're excited to hear more about this partnership with Genius. So that's the one takeaway that we want to make sure we emphasize. We want a true partnership with the CFL, because when the CFL prospers, so does our players, so does the fans.
Thank you. Next question, we'll go to Dan Ralph. Dan, just give us a second to unmute here.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good to see you both. Any idea of what the time frame is for negotiations to begin? Will you start after Grey Cup immediately, or are we looking into the new year?
Dan, I don't think we stopped negotiating since 19. So we've gone through 20 and 21. As I said, we met earlier this morning with our group internally so far. I mean, there isn't a hard date set to do that, but I think, as Solomon just said in his last comment about the conversations that have been continuous with the CFL and Randy and their group, we've had to have continuous conversations throughout these past years just to get to the point where we are today. I think the hope is that we take that momentum and then we keep pushing into the new year, and quite quickly. It's in everyone's best interest to find a solution sooner than later, so we can start to prepare for this next season and what it means. How we can best
Great, thank you.
Forward.
Okay, next question will go to Jamie Nye. Jamie, just give us a second to unmute. Okay.
So when it comes to the timing of the negotiations, we've seen the last couple do almost the same thing. We've been at training camps wondering what's going to happen, where are we going to happen, is it going to happen? Solly, you missed a few of the days of training camp because you were talking about the new deal with players, et cetera. Is this going to be rinse, wash, repeat, so to speak, is that what you're expecting? Is that the conversations you're having with your PA to be prepared that this is going to be another tough one that might go right to the season?
No, the conversations we're having right now internally are we're going to prepare for bargaining as we have the last number of years, and that's listen to the membership. And we're going to take the priorities that the membership have, and we're going to work through the process that we include in the session today with the reps and the bargaining committee. There's an opportunity, and we've used that word a number of times today. There's an opportunity not to press all the way through, but there's also an obligation by our group and our committee to ensure that we're addressing the needs of our membership. So there's a desire for us to have these conversations. As I said to Dan, we haven't really stopped having these conversations with the league, and we think that we can continue with momentum coming from 21. But we're going in with a solution-based focus, but with the mindful that we have to address our membership's concern.
And I'll just add, being able to come back and play in the 2021 season, although it was shortened, I think it's significant. And I think, watching the playoff games, it's been one of the most exciting games that I've seen in a long time. And I think we have a lot of traction. And I would, hate to see that wasted. I think it's in everybody's best interest to get down and sit at the table and put all the issues in front of us and see how we can work through solutions. There's no reason why negotiations this time around has to be long and head into training camp. I don't think that's best for the league. I don't think that's best for the fans. I don't think that's best for the players, right? So it's incumbent on all of us to, put our big boy pants on and have frank and open conversations and, carry this traction that we're seeing into a positive 2022 season.